Nancy Pelosi's Article 2 Impeachment Rationale exposed as hoax. Hello and welcome to TST. If you are new to the channel, tap on the subscription button and press the notification bell so you can receive news and updates you can rely on daily. Nancy Pelosi is going to impeach Donald Trump, the duly elected President of the United States, based on what we know is a hoax. This is unbelievable. Because there are no witnesses to anything close to any kind of presidential wrongdoing. And no, sorry, but a mob of smug and bitter bureaucrats, even in full dress uniform, do not count as witnesses. Because there is no actual evidence of anything close to any kind of presidential wrongdoing. And no, sorry, but Judge Napolitano's hairline and Jake Tapper's resting bitch face do not count as evidence. Because Democrats have exactly squat to impeach Trump with, Pelosi has been reduced to inventing a hoax, to planting evidence, to lying like a rug in the hope no one notices. But those of us who get our news from someplace other than the corporate media cable have noticed. Those of us who actually care about things like democracy, the Constitution, precedent, and the rights of the accused have noticed. And as jaded and cynical as I am, as low as my opinion is of Democrats and the media, I have to admit, these new lows still tend to surprise me. Okay, so check this out. In between her Thursday meltdowns, here are Nancy's own words, her own rationale for overturning a presidential election. Thursday morning, she said, "The president's actions have seriously violated the Constitution, especially when he says and acts upon the belief Article 2 says I can do whatever I want. No, his wrongdoing strikes at the very heart of our Constitution, a separation of powers, three co-equal branches, each a check and balance on the other." Thursday evenings, she says, in that Constitution, the genius of it all was a system of checks and balances. They did not want a monarch. They did not want a president king. That's what they fought the war against. The president said, Article 1 is the legislative branch. Article 2 is the executive branch. The president said, Article 2 says I can do whatever I want. So for me, this is about honoring our oath of office, making sure that the Constitution is respected. And it's about that and how he has ignored the subpoenas of Congress, the oversight of Congress. Something very strange there, that there hasn't been an intervention amongst some of his own people. So it's not the poll-tested bribery charge anymore. It's not quid pro quo anymore. Because there can be no quid pro quo when Ukraine didn't know it was supposed to quid pro or quo. It's not obstruction of justice anymore. It's not obstruction of Congress anymore. Whatever the hell that made-up shit is. It's not a mean but accurate tweet anymore. It's not, look at all those ribbons that guy's wearing on TV anymore. No, this week it's, and these are Nancy's own words, the president said Article 2 says I can do whatever I want. And the fact that it has come to this kind of desperate hoax tells you all you need to know about what a rigged game this is. Because Trump never said that. He never said it. Nancy is inventing crimes now. She's making up stuff. She is all over TV framing the accused, planting evidence, which is what a dirty cop does when they can't make a case. Nancy is deliberately and maliciously taking Trump out of context. And not just a little out of context, no. She is taking the president so far out of context, I feel a little silly having to explain it. Here is what Trump actually said. Look, Article 2, I would be allowed to fire Robert Mueller. Assuming I did all of the things I said I want to fire him. Number one, I didn't. He wasn't fired. Number one. Very importantly, but more importantly, Article 2 allows me to do whatever I want. Article 2 would allow me to fire him. I wasn't going to fire him. You know why? Because I watched Richard Nixon firing everybody, and that didn't work out too well. Even during the sham impeachment hearings, Nancy's lying Democrats selectively edited video of Trump again talking about Article 2 in the same exact context. Again, it's a lie. The very foundation of this impeachment is a lie fabricated from either a quote deliberately taken out of context or a rigged video. Nancy and her henchmen are fabricating evidence to justify a coup. Trump never, ever said Article 2 allows him to do whatever he wants. He was quite obviously talking about a very specific thing, about firing Robert Mueller, and he was exactly correct on that point. So Nancy is lying. Nancy Dirty Cop Pelosi is standing before America flat out lying, framing a sitting president for a crime he did not commit, and the fake news media are playing right along. Impeaching Trump for saying Article 2 allows me to do whatever I want when he was specifically and accurately referring to one very specific thing, it's a total frame job. This is a hoax. But because they have nothing else, because a chest full of ribbons and jokes about Barron Trump and bitterness and hate and frustration are not evidence, Nancy's been reduced to straight up lying. Lowest unemployment in 50 years. Wages finally on the rise. Stock market through the roof. No stupid wars. The first American era of peace and prosperity since September 11, 2001. And let's impeach the guy because some guy wearing ribbons on TV is mad? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you've liked this report, please let us know by tapping that like button down below, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for more news and updates on TST. I'm David Ravine, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.